I know, I need to get this ND filter on, but it's just so dirty. Oh, that's better. Ooh, that's better. Welcome back. So today, a little bit different setup. Hair shorter. I think my previous video was short. I buzzed my head a couple months ago. Today, this is like the first video. I have like a huge list of videos that I need to upload on all the equipment that I have recently bought in the past year. So I'm gonna start reviewing all of it. I've reviewed my camera that I'm using right now, the A7 III. There's a new lens that I'm using. I'm going to review that in the later weeks. Today, PolarPro ND Filters for the GoPros. That is what I'm reviewing today. I have 3 of them. This is my other one. This is the most common one that I use. This is the ND8. So I got the 8, 16, and 32. Between all 3 of them, I think I use the 8 the most. I think I spent around 40 bucks. I don't remember exactly what I spent, but it comes in a really cool case. Been using these for about 8 months. It's really hard to open the case sometimes. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, I just opened it and I kind of like broke it. Well, that's awkward. It was just the glue on it. There you go. So they're high quality. They use like a gold edge that it comes with, which is really, really cool. If you don't know what ND filters are, I don't know why you'd be watching this video other than maybe you're just subscribed to me and just want to watch my content. Basically what they are in the simplest terms is sunglasses for your camera. Right now I'm literally using one, the intro. My camera was way too bright, so I had to put an ND filter on my camera. It's the same way for GoPros and stuff. It's basically where if you want to keep motion blur in your video, you need to keep that shutter speed lower, and if you want to keep the depth of field there, you got to keep the aperture low. So between putting those both really low, but not to the point where it's exposed correctly. So that's where you have so much light, you need to put an ND filter, sunglasses, and use those to properly expose your image. Typically you do shutter speed and aperture and ISO to properly expose, you know, the shutter triangle. But in films, when you're like, I need to keep motion blur, you basically put the shutter speed and aperture and ISO to what you want. And then you're like, okay, I'm not changing these settings. If it's overexposed, boom, I use ND filters. So that is like an overly complicated way to say it. They're sunglasses for your camera. I don't know where my one GoPro is. I think it's over here. It's right here. So I have a GoPro 11 and 9. This is my GoPro 11. Basically, if you want to use an ND filter, you know, it comes with like this. You literally just twist and so yeah, and then you have this just crystal thing, and then you can put on your ND filter. You push and twist and it'll click on. And so now, like, you see there's like no glare or anything. It's really cool. I think it makes your camera or your GoPro look cooler and stuff. But I've really liked these ND filters. There's a lot of times where you won't even have to use an ND filter, and that's why a lot of people are like, ND filters suck and they're pointless and they're dumb. But there's times where you do need them. If you fly FPV and you want the motion blur around the edge as you're flying and doing it, and I'll tell you right now, it is one of the most important things if you want to get the cinematic FPV shot like I do, is using ND filters. Do I always use ND filters? No, you don't always need it. If it's getting like super late at night and the sunset is going down and stuff, and you're losing a lot of your daylight, that is where you wouldn't need to use an ND filter, and I actually just pull off. I don't even put back the clear one because it adds weight onto my drone. I'll literally just film like this for sunsets, and I'll show you a shot right now that I've gotten with my GoPro 11 without an ND filter. It was a really, really cool shot. I really, really liked it. So there's a time and place where you do need them, and I will say they're actually like mandatory to have. So it's really, really cool. I fully recommend the PolarPros. I liked like the gold. That's another way they try to get you to like buy them, is with like the gold look on them. But I will say they don't drop down your quality. They look really nice, and I fully recommend it. The 32 ND filter I just don't ever use. The only time I've used it is when it's winter and it's midday. That is the only time I've ever used my 32 ND filter. It's just too strong. It's too dark of an ND. 16 ND I use for like winter stuff, later day. It's just where the whites are too harsh. And then my 8 ND is just where I always use it. I might want to buy a 4 ND or a 2 ND in the future. Yeah, so there's the basic overview. I fully recommend them if anyone is looking to buy them. If you're potentially thinking of buying ND filters, buy the PolarPro. I use the PolarPro for my GoPro, and right now I'm literally using the ND filter for my Sony a7 III. Recommend it. PolarPro is just top tier when it comes to ND filters. The people that would need them is just people who want to film during the day with their FPV drone and they want that motion blur because you need to keep that shutter speed low. That was just a small little video that I made today. It was just a little bit like, I bought these $50 ND filters and I'm like, I've really liked them. I feel like they deserve a review, and so yeah, anyone out there that is looking to buy them, I will link them down below in the description of my video. If you guys want them, go buy them. So fully recommend it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.